Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today is my intro for my Pandos Eyeshadows Project Pan. I did that a lot before I took my YouTube break, and it always was a lot of fun and I loved doing the project because it was so kind of fulfilling to achieve some goals and reach some goals, and yeah, it was really fun and I want to continue with it. And because I want to start fresh in the new year, I thought we'd do like a bit of a different version of this project and just start now and do it until the end of the year, and then in January we start fresh. So I picked all the palettes that I said in my declutter I want to I'm not sure if I want to keep them, like these two here, the Desert Oasis from BH Cosmetics and the Blueberry Muffin. I'm just not sure if I want to keep both of them, and I still cannot get rid of them. I don't know, I have it's complicated between us, but I still want to get some use out of them. I'm pretty sure that what I'm going to do at the end of the year is that I'm going to depot these two palettes here because I just don't like the packaging that much. So I want to really get some good use out of them now, and then I'm going to depot them at the end of the year. And I thought we'd do something special for a Bennet palette for next year. So maybe these will make will be there in my next Bennet palette. We will see, I haven't decided yet. Okay, then here are my 3 remaining Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes. And it's basically the same story as with these two. How can I explain it? I'm just not reaching for them anymore, and I still want to get some use out of them. When I have them in front of me, I really do like them and I want to reach for them more. So I think a project like this is perfect for me to really make me use these beautiful eyeshadows in these beautiful palettes. So what I'm going to do for this project for now is I'm going to choose and pick the eyeshadows myself. It's not randomly selected, and also the palettes I'm working on, because I just want to strategically, pick eyeshadows that I know I can really have some progress in until the end of the year. So I would say I zoom you in a bit more and then we hop right into it. Okay, let's start with the Blueberry Muffin palette from BH Cosmetics. So I think, as I mentioned in my eyeshadow declutter, I will link that video down in the description box, is that these 4 eyeshadows here I don't really enjoy using. I think this one here is quite nice. It looks very brown here, but it's actually like a purple brown. Yes, that's what it's called. I think I can actually hit pan in this one. It has a dip already. I'm trying to show it to you. Yeah, you can see it here. It has already a dip. I used it as a liner a lot, and I think I can make it happen and I can hit pan in this one. Actually, darker eyeshadows are often a bit easier than shadows in a color I don't like. So a deep purpley brown is actually quite good for me. So I'm sure I can hit pan in this one, even if I just use it as an eyeliner. But I think I will use it for more. So this is one of the eyeshadows that goes into the project. Then what else? I'm not sure. I just wanted to say that this is going into the project, but I don't know. I use grays kind of a lot because they work as transition shades for me quite well, or just the only eyeshadow I use because of how cool toned my skin tone is. But I always had problems with this gray. I don't know what it is. I think that the formula isn't good on this one, because usually I really don't have a problem of using grays. I will try to use it a bit more, but I'm not going to hit pan in this one because I really think that the formula wasn't that good. I'm not going to work on this a bit more warm toned brown. I'm not going to work on a black with glitter in it, and I really don't like navy blues, especially not in a metallic formula. I don't know, they just don't look good on me. This one here, it also looks like a blue, but it has this brighter blue reflect. Just going to swatch it here for you, and it's different. It's not like a typical navy blue. You can see it has almost a black base, and then it has this shiny, I don't know, more Peruvian blue reflect. And that's actually really nice. These two together look awesome. I feel like if I pair these two together, I get a really nice like blue-brown pigment moment going on. So I'm going to work on this one and I'm going to hit pan in this one. So that's the next eyeshadow that goes into the project. So we have this one here and this one here. This one is called Decadent and this is Tempting. And then I think I can also hit pan in Sweet and in Crumble. I think you can see here that I have huge dips in both of them. So I think I only have to use them a few more times and I will be able to hit pan. The only other eyeshadow in here that I want to hit pan in is actually this more periwinkle blue up here. But I just don't use colorful matte eyeshadows that much that I can really possibly hit pan in this one until the end of the year. I'm going to kind of try it, but it is a bonus. So overall, I'm going to work on 4 eyeshadows in here. It's Sweet, Crumble, Decadent and Tempting. And Cheat Day would be a bonus shade. I don't use blues like this mid-toned, darker, vibrant blues, and also like a more normal, like a really blue, light blue. I prefer like more the periwinkle shades. And so this one, I'm just not going to reach into them. Of course, I will be also dipping into the other eyeshadows in here, but you know, the goal is to hit pan in 4 of these eyeshadows here. And Cheat Day is the bonus shade. So that's it for my Blueberry Muffin palette. Okay, then I would say let's continue with the Desert Oasis palette. I don't know what it is about this palette, but every time I open it and I look at it, it's just so pretty. I really don't know what it is because I don't use warm tone eyeshadows that much, but this one, I don't know, it has my heart. But some of the eyeshadows in here I truly never use, so I think I'm going to skip them. And the eyeshadows that I'm not going to work on are Canyon and Dune, the two like warm tone browns. Then also this more orangey brown and it's called Sandstone. And I'm also not a fan of blues like this. This is called Hot Spring. And you know that the eyeshadows just go until here. So this is the eyeshadow palette I'm working on. And these are highlighters for the face. And this one I use in my inner corner a lot. That's why I was able to hit pan in this one. And this one is the only one I actually use as a highlighter sometimes. It pulls a bit deep on me because it has some kind of a base pigment and they usually show up on me. But I'm trying to hit pan in this one. Maybe I can also use it as an eyeshadow. So this one is the first one I'm going to declare that I want to hit pan in it until the end of the year. It's called Serenity. Then I'm also going to hit pan in Quartz. I think I'm pretty close. I have worn it in a look the other day and it was super pretty. A very like, you know, a very sheer, soft, more powdery metallic. But in like lighter shades like this, sometimes when I go to work and I want to have some kind of a shimmer but not really a lot, then I gravitate towards shades like this. So I think I can make some use out of it and I can hit pan in this one. Then this eyeshadow here I wanna use up completely. And it's like, for me it's a lid setting shade, so I think I can always use it. Also I like to have these very light creamy mattes that I can use to blend out a transition shade or something darker. And so I think I have already a huge pan in it. Let me just show you. Yeah. So I have this much pan already, so I'm sure that I can use it up until the end of the year. Okay, then I have pan in all of these. This one here is very nice, but it pulls more silver than blue on me. And I think, I'm trying to hit pan in this one too. I mean, we just try it. Okay, we do it like this because I'm going to film like monthly updates and I think I'm trying to work on this one. This is officially in the project now. So in here I'm going to work on 4 shades. It's Quartz, Serenity, Sand and Nightscape. And I'm trying to hit pan in this one, but if I see like in a month that I can never reach it, then maybe I will, I don't know, maybe I set a usage goal or something else. So we will see in the next update if I can hit pan in this one. So that's it for my BH Cosmetics palettes. Now let's hop into the ABH palettes. This is my ABH Sultry palette, and you can see I have a lot of pan in here already, even in this one here, and in the dark in the dark brown, in the black eyeshadow. I actually used it for like repressing some other eyeshadows, so there isn't that much left in the black. I don't know if you are able to see it, that I have already used a lot of it. And same for the dystopian shade, it's also very thin already. Okay, so in this one, I think it's clear. I just want to hit pan in all the shades that are left in here. So I'm going to work on Cyborg, Amber, and Birch. I think, yeah, it's the only three that don't have pan in them. And then also, I think I'm trying to actually finish the black eyeshadow in here. But I'm thinking about like repressing these two into one eyeshadow. Maybe I'm going to do that, and also I'm thinking about repressing these two together, like to get like a warm tone, peachy tone, I don't know. Maybe use it as a blush, I'm not so sure. Okay, you know what? I'm going to film a video with this palette where I'm going to repress some of the shades, and then of course I'm going to start and trying to hit pan in these. So I think I'm going to repress these two into one, and then the dark brown and the black into one. So I have then 2 eyeshadows and these two to hit pan in. So that's going to be my project for this palette here. And of course I want to like expand all the pans that I already have, at least like in Twig and in Pearl and in Fresh. I think it's definitely easy for me to expand the pan a bit. And yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So you will see the repressing process in another video. I love to film those, and I also love to film like the potting videos, and I just love to do that. I love to like have fun with my eyeshadow collection. I love like being creative with all of these products and make them new in a way that works for me better than it is now. So I will insert a clip of the repressed palette when I have done it, and I will show it to you in my first update for this project. Okay, then here's my Carli Bybel palette. And I've realized in my like declutter video that I've hit pan in this eyeshadow here. I like to use it for blending out eyeshadows like between my transition area and my brow bone. I really love to apply this one. Like I love to use it for like blending out transition shades, and I can blend this shade into like my eyebrows or until my eyebrows start. So really like it for that, so I hit pan naturally. I'm definitely sure that I can hit pan in the shade Bear. I love it as an inner corner highlight. It's very beautiful, very soft and like shine from within. It's definitely a shadow I love for my inner corner. So yeah, I will be able to hit pan. In this one I will be able to expand the pan so that we can see it better. And then I'm really not sure if I can do any more than that. I mean, it's a super pretty palette. I really like to use it, but it's like my newest ABH palette and I just haven't reached for it a lot. I think this will be a candidate for the Pandit palette for next year. And I think for now, I feel like we have to choose one more eyeshadow in this palette, or it wouldn't be an achievement, I think, to only work on these two here. Not so sure. I mean, this one here I really like, but it's kind of, I want to keep it for like the Pandit palette for next year. I'm thinking about hitting pan in Aura. It's an eyeshadow I don't typically reach for because it's like this duochrome from a cranberry to a copper, and I don't like coppers, but I found that shades like this are actually quite good for my lower lash line. So I think maybe with using it on my lower lash line I could actually hit pan in this one. I mean, I could also try to work on this one or this one, but they are pretty full. I don't really have dips in them yet, and I'm just not sure if it would be possible. we do that. I work officially on Boli and Bear and on Aura. These are the 3 shades I want to hit pan in here. And then I just see until the next update if I can have any progress in these 2 shades or in one of them. And if it's possible to really get a dip going, then maybe they come into the project. We will see. I haven't decided yet if I like reach my goal with the eyeshadow, if I have a replacement for it then for the next month or not. I just have to see how much progress I can make in a month. So the next update will be quite exciting because then I kind of decide how to go along with this project. And like in my history of hitting pan and eyeshadows, it goes quite quickly for me. So I hope that I have a lot of pans to show you in the next update. So the last palette I'm going to work on is my Riviera palette. And some of the eyeshadows in here I absolutely love, and I kind of want to go slow with them because I don't want to not have them in my collection. So I'm not going to have a goal like finishing this eyeshadow or this one or one of the corals or the white. Well, maybe the white, but it's such a good white, so I kind of don't want to waste it. Maybe that sounds a bit weird, but you know what I mean. So I don't want to work on some of the shades that I truly love in here. I think by working on other eyeshadows in here, I will continue to use these eyeshadows more, but like in a more natural way. I think my only goal for this palette is to hit pan in the 2 eyeshadows I haven't hit pan in. And because they are more colorful eyeshadows, I think that's quite the challenge for me, especially this pink here. I'm really not a pink eyeshadow wearer, so I have to find a way to incorporate this one here. Maybe I try to use it as a blush once. That might be interesting. And also like a yellow that pulls a bit more mustard. It's really not my favorite color, but I really want to have pan in all the eyeshadows in this palette here. So we are working on these 2 here. This is Cabana and this is Bahamas. And now I would say I'm going to swatch all of the eyeshadows that I have selected for this project. So I would say keep on watching, and I'm going to swatch all of the eyeshadows now that I have picked. Here I have a stain from a lipstick swatch I did a few hours ago actually. So yeah, a very good, very long-lasting lipstick I have there. So now let's see, this is Cabana. It's the mustard yellow, and here is Bahamas. It's a really nice formula, I have to say. I mean, this one here too. But yeah, I think I can reach my goal with these 2. So from the Carli Bybel palette, we're going to take Boli, Bear, and Aura. And the other 2, I don't know yet, so I'm not going to swatch them. So it's what you can see them. Here I have a stain from Bahamas from the Riviera palette. Okay, I'm swatching them here next to them. This is Boli, this is Bear. Oh no, it has some pink in it. I'm so sorry. It's not as pink as it looks like now, but it's a nice formula. And then here I swatch Aura. Oh, it's funny. From my point of view, it looks extremely copper now, and from your point of view, it's a beautiful cranberry. Let me turn on a light here, just for a second. I think here you can see like the shift of it. It's turning into a copper with gold in it. Yeah, and then it looks cranberry. Okay, so let's do the other palettes. Okay, so let's swatch Amber. I'm going to start with Amber and Cyborg, the 2 metallics that we have in here. I'm going to swatch them here. This is Amber. It's a bit of an olive. It has a bit of an olive undertone. And it's a bit shifty, so it looks more brown now. And from my angle, it looks more olive bronze. Then this is Cyborg. It's a beautiful, I don't know, it's kind of a soft silver. I really do like this one. And it has a bit of a deeper base. Yeah, maybe you can see it here. And then it has a very bright reflect. Okay, then I also want to swatch these two together and these two together, just that you get a feeling of what these colors might look like in the future. So I think in the end, when I mix the two together, it will just look like a bit of a deeper corally tone. And I think that suits me just better than the bright coral it is now. Then I think if I mix dystopian and noir, it will just be a black eyeshadow. But it's kind of easier for me if they are combined into one eyeshadow and I just work on a black instead of a black and a dark brown. So now I'm going to clean off my hand and then I will be swatching the BH eyeshadows for you. Okay, so I'm going to swatch all the eyeshadows I'm going to work in here. And we start with Sweet, Crumble, Decadent, and Tempting. You see that Bahamas from the Riviera palette also stains quite a lot, also on the eyelids. So here are the two like lighter metallic shades. This one here is Sweet and this is Crumble. Crumble is actually a very nice and smooth and easy champagne, and this one here is a beautiful lighter golden shade. Then we have Decadent, the dark purpley brown. Sorry, I didn't get a good swatch because my finger was still wet from cleaning it, but I will just leave it like it is because I have swatched it before. Yeah, and this is the beautiful blue shade. I mean, these four together, they look so pretty. I'm very excited. I'm also going to swatch the shade Cheat Day for you. It's such a soft eyeshadow formula. It's really incredible. This palette has such a nice formula. And do you see this pigment from this beautiful periwinkle? It's just the prettiest eyeshadow I have in my collection. I mean, a bright periwinkle blue that has pigment and that blends so easily. Really, it's an amazing eyeshadow. Okay, so these are the eyeshadows from my Blueberry Muffin palette. Okie dokie. I'm starting here with Serenity, then I go into Quartz, then Nightscape, of course on this one, on Sand. We want to use it up. I forgot. So you can see very neutral what we have here. Maybe I'm swatching them underneath. I'm guessing they are quite similar to each other. Here is Nightscape and here is the matte creamed eyeshadow. Okay, yeah, this swatch you can barely see it because it's basically my skin color. Then here's Nightscape. It's a really beautiful and pigmented dark cool tone brown. Then this is the highlighter. This is Serenity. And this one here is Quartz. So it's like a soft rose gold, I would say. Yeah, I think they look stunning together. I cannot wait to depot these and put them all together in a palette. That's kind of my goal with them, but they are so pretty. That I see these swatches, I'm really getting excited for this project, and that's like the reason why I wanted to do it, because I know that these projects inspire me so much to use the eyeshadows I already have, and they kind of pull my attention away from new makeup releases, because if I have a project like this and I have to work on so many eyeshadows, I kind of don't have enough time to, you know, acquire too much new makeup and also play with that one and use it. So it's just, for me, it's really the best I can do to keep me from purchasing too much, which I have done in the last week. So I really need to stop now. I have to chill a bit and use the eyeshadows I already have in my collection. I think I have to count now. So I'm going to work on, this one is not official, so I'm working on 4 and on 4. So we have 8 eyeshadows from these two palettes. And, sorry, I forgot everything. So I'm working on 1, 2, 3 eyeshadows in this one here. This, and this. So we have 3, and then we have 4 in here, so we have 7. And then we have 2 in here, so 9. and then 4 from the Blueberry Muffin palette and 4 from the Desert Oasis palette. So we have 17 eyeshadows to work on until the end of the year, and I think that sounds quite doable. I mean, I think in my like best time with my Pandas Eyeshadows project, I think I was able to hit pan in like at least 6 eyeshadows a month. Let's say in September I don't have that much time remaining, so maybe I cannot hit pan in too many shades, but let's say in 4. I feel like there are a lot of easy shades in this project, so I think 17 eyeshadows is quite doable, and maybe because I'm just like an overachiever when it comes to hitting pan in eyeshadows, maybe I just try to hit pan in 20 eyeshadows until the end of the year. What do you think about it? Because I think that I will have a lot of progress for you in the next update. I'm going to update you monthly. And then I can pull in other eyeshadows to work on. I will still be focusing on these palettes here, but maybe we can reach 20. I think that's a good goal for me. Okay, that's all from me for now, and I hope you enjoy this project and you follow along. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. If you like it, give me a thumbs up, and maybe you want to join in, then please write me a comment or just tell me what you think about the project and like I do it this year. Next year, I'm definitely going back to the way I did it before and randomly select eyeshadows to work on. Thank you all so much for your sweet comments on my latest videos. It was quite like, I don't know, I was a bit afraid of coming back and then there's no one left who wants to watch my videos. So I'm really happy that there were so many sweet comments, and yeah, I'm really super happy to be back on YouTube. I missed it a lot, and makeup and especially eyeshadow is just my greatest passion. So yeah, I just wanna have a room, a space online where I can really deep dive into this passion and talk to people who have similar minds and also love all of these beautiful, shiny and textural things that we can play with every day. So thank you a lot for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.